I'm Beth Ewan with Franchise Times, and we're here at the Restaurant Finance and Development Conference. I'm talking to Paul Carolan with LeDuff America. He is Chief Development Officer there, and I wanted to find out some things about one of their brands, their growth brand, Madeleine. So Paul, welcome.
Thank you.
And tell me about what you're doing with Madeleine.
Well, Madeleine's on a great growth strategy right now. We currently have 75 stores. Over the last year, we've opened over about 8 or 9, and prior to that 5, and prior to that 2 over the last 2 or 3 years, and we just started franchising. So we've sold a handful of deals, and we're now opening in Colorado. We sold all of Colorado, sold all of New Mexico, sold Oklahoma, sold Arkansas. We're getting ready to finalize a deal in Tennessee. And then the company is also growing in our company stores. We're growing at least 8 to 10 stores a year.
Is that right?
And just started a joint venture in Florida. So we're now bringing Madeleine to Orlando.
What can you tell me about the strategy behind how you're choosing to grow, how quickly you're choosing to grow?
Well, the nice thing is we're privately held. So when we grow, we're growing very systematic, and we believe in a concentric circle. So we're growing out from our core. Our core is in Texas, Atlanta, and Washington, D.C. So we're growing out from the core, and also where we know our customers know us. So a natural progression from Texas, we're in Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston. Our natural progression is to go into Louisiana, which we're in. That drifted us up to Arkansas, which drifted us over to Oklahoma, down to New Mexico, and then New Mexico to Colorado. So it's a nice natural brand growth where everybody knows who we are. The Washington, D.C. market now is starting to expand, and we're growing out deeper into Virginia and north into Baltimore, Washington area, and in Atlanta. So we're real excited about it.
That's interesting because I would think that would be a challenge for Madeleine because not everybody has heard of it.
Right.
It's not terribly old.
No.
Right? So how do you go about spreading that word and making sure that you can do the franchising effort as well?
Well, a couple of great things. Demand for the brand is probably the biggest piece. We have a lot of very loyal customers, but we have great economics. We're in the fast casual bakery category. We view ourselves as polished fast casual. So we're credible in all day parts. We run a good 20-some% in breakfast, a good 30 to 40% to 50% lunch, and then we have a very strong dinner part. But our food is all on plates. So it's plated, very high-end decor package. So when you get to our economics, we're averaging about $2.4 million, and we're building it for about $1.2 to $1.3 million on average. Great flow through. Really strong economics.
It sells itself,
sells
right?
Itself. And who our new franchisees are, we're going into multi-unit operators, big operators. We have Denny's operators we're talking to. We're very close in deals with a KFC operator. We've close in deals with IHOP operators. So we're bringing in big players that really understand the economics and really are looking to complement their current portfolio.
That's been an interesting trend, isn't it? These longtime operators in some very legacy brands kind of searching, looking for new pieces.
Exactly, and they have the great infrastructure, they have great experienced operators, and they're looking for something new and exciting. We're a 30-year-old brand, but what we spent for the last 2 or 3 years was to take our brand, modernize it today. We're not throwing out the baby with the bathwater. We kept the core, the great food, the great ambiance. We just brought it to today's finishes. So we didn't destroy it like a lot of brands do when they want to change it. We enhanced and built off the successes that we've had.
Can you give an example of one thing that you did to retool, readjust a bit that made a big difference in your ability to attract operators?
Part of it was we made sure all the food was easily to execute because we have complex kitchens, but we want great operators. It's not a brand that someone who's ran a yogurt stand wants to open up. You really need to know how to run a restaurant. But when we went to our decor package, we had rails, and you would get a tray and you would slide down a rail and order. Well, you're our customer. You don't want a rail. You want a tray. You got your purse and you got people with you. So we took that out and changed our service model. So now we do table runners. And then we brought in a little bit of technology because our restaurants are big. They're about 45 to 4,700 square feet. We have table finders on each of the tables. So we can still find you, still bring you a hot plated meal, let you get a glass of wine and relax. So it's bringing it current, and the operators see that. They see the good flow throughs, and they go, that's something they want to be involved in.
Oh, that's really interesting. Talk about an interesting way to reach that customer where they are today.
Where they are today.
Now, what's happening in 2015? Can you give us a little preview?
Sure, 2015 is a great year. 2015 already, we've already executed 10 corporate locations. So the leases have been approved, we're in executing, we're in design phase, so that's corporately we're coming. And we already have one getting ready to open in DFW Airport. So we're in the non-traditional, so that'll open in July of next year. It's under construction. And our franchise team is already up and running with theirs. So we currently will have about 7 stores opening in franchising. So all in, we'll be close to 20 stores opening next year.
Wow.
Plus we're looking to sign another 4 to 5 great operators doing at least 5 stores for 2016. So we'll have a good pipeline going forward.
And in other words, you're going to be busy for another year.
We'll be busy for quite a few years.
That's great.
So
That's
it's a
great.
good problem.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I've been talking with Paul Carolan with Luduff America and La Madeleine, and I'm Beth Ewan with Franchise Times.